Once you're in position, lean forwards ever so slightly, and we're shifting the weight onto the front leg. Down you go, touch the floor every time. That's super important. Make sure you warm up properly. I like to do 20 or 30 reps on each leg before I put any resistance into the exercise. So remember, touching the floor is super important because that is your limiting factor. That lets you know you've gone far enough down. Flex up and then down. Make sure you're going faster on the concentric part of the exercise, the way up, than you are on the way down. So snatch up without swinging and lower down more slowly. Some people call that time under tension. I call it common sense. Another thing you can do on the leg extension machine is you can work your legs singularly, and that puts more concentration onto one side. So I like to do one set and then the other set, just like lunges, but with this, because there's less cardiovascular demand and respiratory demand on you, because it's an isolated exercise, you can just keep going from one leg to the next. One thing to note with hamstrings is they are more delicate than your quadriceps. So you just be careful with hamstrings, make sure they're fully warmed up before you do any work sets. I like to reach through, lean forwards, that puts added stretch on my hamstrings before I start. Grab the post between my legs and then squeeze down at the bottom. Again, slower on the way up, faster on the way down. So stretch up, squeeze down. I'll keep a slight bend in the knees, down, stretch, keeping that bum back. Seated calf press again, hip width with all your joints. You've got a nice symmetry going there then. And you don't want the pads to be on top of the kneecaps. You want them behind the knee joint, not on top. Once you're in position, push up. These machines are generically often the same, safety bar out. Now you'll notice I'm coming up as high as I can to begin with, and then I'm coming down into a stretch before pushing off and squeezing. And just be careful not to go too far into the failure barrier, because you won't be able to get that back under and you're going to look like a bit of an idiot. So push, squeeze, just shy of failure. It's only a disadvantage to this machine.